Alrighty then. Welcome everybody to another episode of Delete Laws. How is everybody today? What is going on out there in America? How is everybody? Everybody do me a favor and hit the like button. It's right down there. It's got this, it looks like this. It's a thumbs up thing. It's just like that. And then just take your finger and reach down there and just tap, tap, tappy. Everybody likes a little tap, tap, tappy, don't they? Don't they? So what is going on? Got some good stuff today, man. Guy sent me his video yesterday, and I was oh, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? How is everybody today? Everybody push the like button if you would, please, and then put in the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Yeah, so good to see you, Alfred. Nice to see you. Chevy, what's going on? Jeff, how are you? Good to see you. Nice to see you. Connie, how are you, Connie? Good to see everybody. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've been on quite a ride for a couple years now. I don't know who's been with me this whole time, but we've had quite a journey, y'all. I'm just opening up my phone so I can see y'all's comments, so I can see exactly what everybody is saying. If I don't open up this phone, then I can't see everybody's comments. And the YouTubes, they're not particularly gracious with me. So today, just so you guys know, hello, Rachel. How are you, Rachel Putney? Enjoy life summer. So today we're going to answer a couple of constitutional questions. Hugh, Roger, how are you guys? So today we're going to take a look at a constitutional question. And you're going to learn something today that you did not know yesterday. This information that I'm going to share with you and give to you right now is going to be something that you're going to take away, and it's going to make you think for the rest of the day. You're going to say, how is this America then? There's going to be some things I'm going to teach you today that is going to drop your jaw a little bit. So I'm super grateful to the gentleman who sent me in his video yesterday and said, hey, will you review my videos? I'm going to give a shout out to his channel. I was watching some intermittent fasting stuff earlier before I got on this live. Sorry for the delay. I had a little technical difficulties. Yeah, and they're not for some reason the YouTube's is not showing me comments on certain areas. It's so strange. It's so strange. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Chili DeCastro. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I pretty much dedicated my life to studying the history of the Supreme Court. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to go over lots and lots and lots of cases. But before I do it on the wall, there's a big wall with a bunch of cases on it right here, just on the other side of this computer. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys each case by case scenario so that when you see it on a wall, it's not completely overwhelming. Because right now there's a wall in front of me with hundreds of cases on it. And as you guys know, on every single live stream that I do, I give away all of my products for free if you're able to purchase one thing through email. So go to Delete Laws. I will check the back end of the orders and see what you ordered, if you ordered anything at all, or if you just contacted me. If you want to contact me and you ask me for free stuff, if you want a free trifold that you can print out yourself, do not ask me to mail you in the mail a free trifold because you don't have a printer. Okay, don't ask me to do that. Now, if you get a free 5A cop card from me and I email it to you, make sure you go down and you print it out and you get it laminated. The 5A cop card, the one that's on a credit card form, is exactly like the one that you laminate yourself. They're exactly the same. So let's get into the constitutional question now. Let's get into the Constitution. So let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you a question. If I call the police on you, thank you, Dustin, for the super chat. If I called the police on you, or if your neighbor calls the police on you and you're in your car, let me ask you a question. Can the cops reach through your window and grab you? Can the cops open your door and grab you? Yes or no? Let me know. One for yes, two for no. One for yes, two for no. Can the police, if someone calls and says, Chili is a bad guy, I think he's a chemical dealer, and he probably, and everybody knows I have guns. So he has guns and he's a chemical dealer. And so can the police, if I'm sitting in my car, just reach in and grab me? Yes or no? One for yes, two for no. The police, so when the police get a phone call, they drive up to the scene where I'm sitting in my car. Now, what do they have to look for first? Terry versus Ohio says they have to look for reasonable, articulable suspicion, correct? And that's from the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. And what are the three major things that Terry versus Ohio creates? Number one, that officer safety is paramount over your rights, completely and utterly. Number two, detainment. The cops can grab you in the name of officer safety. So they can grab you because of officer safety. Number one is what? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. For the first thing it does, officer safety. Number two, detainment. Number three, it creates a reasonable, articulable suspicion standard that trumps our Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our person's papers and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause. Reasonable, articulable suspicion turns that upside down on its head. And that's why Terry versus Ohio is so damning, but it goes even further than that. Terry versus Ohio is going to extend into a myriad of cases, dozens of cases, where they use one of those three tenets to create another policy at the Supreme Court level that strips us of our rights. So I want everybody to know this. The three things that Terry does. Number one, puts officer safety over your rights. Number two, creates this magical thing called detainment. You're not really seized, you're only detained. And then number three, creates the reasonable, articulable suspicion standard as to the reason why the cops can interact in your life. So with that being said, I want to make sure, oh, you get your trifold, Kirk? Right on, man. And so you guys hurry, go to my website during this live stream. I have my back end open. Let me open my back end so I can see what you guys are, if anybody's order anything. And then what I do is if you order anything from my website, absolutely anything, while you guys learn these lessons, I'm going to sit in the background and click and send you guys everything I sell for free. My poster, my ebook, the 5A cop card, the trifold, and then all of these periodicals and stuff that you don't know about, that you've never read before. The Mullen Commission, especially. You have to read the Mullen Commission. So forgive me, I'm just battling the end of a cold. I'm on day 6 of an all water fast. You can do a little green tea. I did do a tiny bit of green tea this morning, decaffeinated, but I have not had a single calorie in 6 days this morning. So feeling a little lethargic, and at the same time, for the first time, I was able to go to the bathroom in 4 days this morning, which was a great feeling, to be honest, to be able to go to the bathroom. And so but I'm pretty much, just so you know, if you guys fast for days on end, I'm sharp as a freaking laser beam. Eyes are clear, no alcohol, no chemicals, no nothing, no food, no calories, no protein, no greens, nothing for 6 days. All right, so now let's get into this video, and I want to ask you the constitutional question one more time. I want to ask you the constitutional question one more time. And so keep this in your mind as you're watching this. If the police get a phone call about you and the person on the other end reports whatever they report to the police, can the cops go to your car, open your door, and grab you? Can they reach through your window and grab you just because someone called them? And that's going to be the constitutional question. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at this guy's video. And I want to promote his channel a little bit. So this is Bass Haxer. I can't believe I'm not subscribed because I left several comments. So let's get into this. I want to show you guys. Okay, Charlie, you got to chill right here for a second. 1 second, buddy. And this video is going to kind of...
24, 25.
Shane. Good morning. How are you? You okay? Oh, okay. Somebody wanted you checked on. They thought maybe you're having some issues.
No, I'm just
What's that?
tired.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Am I'm Shane, but I'm just trying to get some sleep.
Okay. Well, somebody called on you because they thought maybe you're having had some medical issues or passed out or.
I'm just tired.
Okay. All right. What's you got any weapons on you at all, bud?
I just want to sit here.
Okay. What's you got a big bulge in your pocket there. What's that? Hey, Shane. I know. Just for my safety, don't reach down there. Hey,
I haven't done anything.
Do not reach down there. I see you. It looks like a knife or something.
That's
Okay.
fine. What are you doing?
I have not done anything. You have not.
Just relax. I just want to make sure you don't have any weapons because you started covering this. Okay,
that's fine, but
settle down. If it's just weed, I don't care.
I feel threatened right now.
I feel threatened.
Why are you holding me like this? I've been sitting in my car.
Okay.
This is.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out
what.
what.
You're violating my rights right now,
sir. Calm down.
I was.
Hold on to your knife here.
I was meditated. Now I feel very threatened.
Okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you're not having any weapons. All right. For my safety,
well,
I saw a bullet.
Weapons. It's in my car. I want my weapon back so I can put it away. So
I will give it to you.
Go back to sleep.
All right. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. I did not need you guys, but I appreciate.
All right. Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you, and when I see a big bulge in your pocket, you start covering it with your hand.
I have a big dick, man. I don't know.
Maybe you do.
But I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's in my pockets. I'm sleeping. I got.
How could you not know what's in your pockets? It's your pockets.
Because I've been working all day. Because that's what we do. We slave every day of our lives.
Well, listen, Shane. I want to go home at the end of the night, so I don't know. I don't know what's in your pocket. And when you start covering up with
what he referred to, officer safety. He wants to go home at the end of the night. He can walk up to your car and harass you, but he wants to go home at the end of the night. I'm not sure what.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want you to have a good day too.
Can I ask you guys something after this intercourse or whatever you want to call this?
We're not having intercourse.
You know what I mean. I'm lack of words.
Do you see what happens when the jackboot thug pigs are standing over you and you're not prepared? He said intercourse. Of course he didn't mean that. He's not stupid. He just got tumbled over his own words because when the jackboot thug pig is standing over the top of you with a gun and another jackboot thug pig is at your passenger side door or the back of your passenger side door, then you get a little disoriented because there's pigs who, and look at the cop car pulled up right in front of him. It's all intimidation. So you're going to stumble over your words. I can't even speak clearly. You're going to stumble over your words. You heard me, right? And I'm sitting in a studio talking into a microphone and looking at a camera. So if I stumble over my words here, if you're not prepared on the street, you're going to mess up.
I got a question.
Sure. What's up?
We're installing these smart meters down in Petoskey this soon by June, right?
I don't know what they're doing, man. What type of meter? Are you talking like parking meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just curious if I could get more information on it.
Oh, if you look on City Hall website, they will. What's your name? Is it Shane?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth, bud?
Sure.
Okay. Anything in a car I need to be concerned?
Okay. So he gave him his date of birth there, and it was muted out.
About?
No.
Okay. Nothing else? You just got weed in the front pocket? I don't really care. It's legal. Nothing going to happen with it.
Do you feel like you're doing the right thing right now?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man. So I want to make sure.
On somebody too. Does that mean you get to make? I was sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search me, and you. Why does it matter what's on me?
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you. You opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me.
Well, when you have
you violated my rights just now.
Okay, so did he violate his rights? Yes or no? Did he violate this man's rights? So what are the three tenets? And now you're going to learn something today that you didn't know yesterday. So what are the three tenets of Terry versus Ohio? Number one, officer safety over your rights. Number two, they can detain you. Number three, they create this magical thing called reasonable articulable suspicion that is against our Fourth Amendment. And so when you take a look at this and you say, so you heard what he just said.
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you. You opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure.
No permission for search or seizure.
You violated my rights just now. I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
Did he though? Did he? So remember that I talk often about the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio being the most destructive policy created by the Supreme Court that you and I are forced to deal with day in and day out. So the 1972 case of Adams versus Williams. Let me open this big so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at here. So this case, the oral arguments were in 1972. We can listen to them one day, but I want to get into the holding here. And this is decided by the Burger Court, which if you've never Googled Warren Burger, he was one of the worst Supreme Court justices in U.S. history. A total patsy. not a patsy. It's a total pawn, a total, I don't know, statist. Someone who wants to be liked by everybody so badly, but is just a horrible person. So now let's take a look at the reason why that gentleman's rights were not violated according to the Supreme Court. During the early morning hours of October 30th, 1966, so remember, the Civil Rights Act passed in 1964, and oh, by the way, if you didn't know it, Williams was a black man. Oh man, don't say that, Chili. Yes, all the Supreme Court cases that strip our fundamental rights are done against black people mostly. So an individual approached a police officer in a gas station parking lot in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and informed him that another individual in a nearby vehicle was carrying chemicals and had a gun in his waist. The officer approached the vehicle on foot and asked the occupant, Robert Williams, a black man, to open the door. When Williams rolled down his window and instead, so this says here, the officer approached the vehicle on foot and asked the occupant, Robert Williams, to open his door. So Adams asked William to open the door. When Williams rolled down the window instead, the officer reached in the car and removed a gun from Williams' waistband. You see that? He rolled down the window and then he reached through the window and grabbed the gun on Williams' waistband, which is self-protection, Second Amendment. Though the gun was not visible from outside the vehicle, the officer then arrested Williams for unlawful possession of a firearm, which is a complete oxymoron. It's like jumbo shrimp. It just doesn't work. Unlawful possession of a firearm? What are you talking about? We have the right to bear arms in this country. So by the way, this wouldn't even pass muster today because of the case of Bruin versus New York Gun and Pistol. And that was in 2023 this year. The officer then arrested Williams for unlawful possession of a firearm and proceeded to search his vehicle where he found chemicals. William was convicted in the Connecticut State Court of possession of a handgun and chemicals. After the Supreme Court of Connecticut affirmed the conviction, Williams filed a claim against the prison warden, Frederick Adams, in which he alleged the state of Connecticut continued to detain him unlawfully as a prisoner. Williams argued that the handgun and the chemicals were discovered through an unlawful search and should not have been admitted into evidence at his trial. The district court denied his petition. On appeal, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit sided with Williams and ordered that his conviction be set aside. So at that point, he got out of prison. So now this case is then applied to the Supreme Court under certiorari, and the constitutional question that the Supreme Court has to answer is, does the Fourth Amendment allow a police officer acting only on a tip from an informant to approach a person and remove a weapon concealed in the person's waistband? So, and take a look, the conservative Supreme Court justices always rule against us. Yes. Does the Fourth Amendment allow a police officer acting only on a tip to reach in and remove a weapon concealed in the waistband? And it was in the gentleman's pocket, the knife was. Yes. William Rehnquist wrote the opinion for a 6-3 majority. The court held that the informant's tip permitted the officer to approach Williams' car and make a limited search of Williams' waistband for the officer's own protection. Williams versus Adams, the jurisprudence is based on which case? The 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. For officer safety, if they get a call about you with no reasonable suspicion when they come up, with no probable cause available, they can reach in and grab your weapons off your waistband if they were told you have a weapon. Why? For officer safety. The cop can walk up to your car and take your weapon for his safety, even though you've done nothing wrong. The court further held that the discovery of the weapon gave the officer probable cause to arrest Williams for illegal possession of a firearm. Because the officer subsequently searched the vehicle was permissible, the chemicals he discovered were admissible at Williams' trial. Justice William O. Douglas, one of the best Supreme Court justices in U.S. history, wrote a dissent in which he argued that the officer did not have probable cause to arrest Williams for illegal possession of a firearm because Connecticut's free and easy gun laws allowed individuals to carry concealed weapons so long as they have a permit. Why do you need a permit for your rights? Justice Thurgood Marshall concurred in the dissent. In his separate dissent, Justice William Brennan, Jr. expressed concern that the unnamed informant gave no information that the officer could not have readily manufactured after seizing the weapon. I'm sorry, let me read that again. Brennan expressed concern that the unnamed informant gave no information that the officer could not have readily manufactured after seizing the weapon. Therefore, Brennan argued that the police officer should not be permitted to arrest and search individuals based on an informant's tip alone. Justice Marshall also wrote a separate dissent in which he argued that the prosecutors failed to meet the burden of proof that the informant's information was reliable and sufficient to justify the arrest and search of Williams. Justice Douglas joined in that dissent. So now let's go back to the beginning of it. They called in on him.
24, 25.
This man's asleep. They wake him up.
Hey, Shane.
They wake him.
Good morning. How are you? You okay? Oh, okay. Somebody wanted you checked on. They thought maybe you're having some issues.
No, I'm just
What's that?
tired.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Now he asked for my name after already saying, I began to ask if I'm being detained. I'm Shane, I say. Remember, I woke up to this. I've done nothing wrong, and I have every right to be where I am. No victim, no crime.
I'm just trying to get some sleep.
Okay. Well, somebody called on you because they thought maybe you're having had
They
some
thought
medical
maybe,
issues or passed
or
out.
passed out, not illegal. Again, I told him I was sleeping.
Okay. All right.
Now watch as he tries to escalate the situation, takes a weird, awkward, deep breath.
What's you got any weapons on you at all?
Muting my phone to be respectful. My hands go up and stay up as he asks if I have a weapon.
Bud?
I just want to sit here.
I just want to sit here.
What's you got a big bulge in your pocket there. What's that?
I respond with rolling my window up for privacy as I feel violated, as I've done nothing wrong, nor is rolling the window up illegal.
Hey, Shane. I know. Just for my safety, don't reach down there.
For his safety. Remember what he's doing. This is in the name of officer safety now. They're walking up to him and assaulting him, and they're saying it's for their safety. And then what Shane writes here is he grabs my arm, and while my hand's up implies I'm reaching for something, he's now assaulted me, which is true, and continues to violate my Fourth Amendment. Yes, the original Fourth Amendment, the interpretation, the bastardized interpretation of the Fourth Amendment of Terry versus Ohio, extended into Williams versus Adams, makes it so the Supreme Court created a policy to go around your Fourth Amendment.
Like,
hey,
I haven't done anything.
Do not reach down there. I see it looks like a knife or something. Okay.
Fine. What are you doing? I
So
have not.
If it's a knife, it's not a gun. Look at how small he's pinching his fingers. And this is where we get right back to everything that I teach you guys. Everything that I teach you. Your door should be locked when you're going to sleep or you're relaxing. And then when the cop walks up to you, you pull your trifold down off your visor and you invoke the Fifth Amendment right immediately. The door's locked, so he can't open it. Then he can't reach into your window or open your door. We have to understand that police are our enemy. I'm sorry, I wish it wasn't true, but they're our enemy. And then if your car gets stolen or someone assaults you or someone breaks into your house, then you have to call the enemy to help you. And there's a thing called rule of law in our country. Rule of law is established by our Constitution. So our Constitution is the base of the rule of law. They've created a system, and it's going to be called the Necessary and Proper Clause, which gives them the right to create a policing agency to uphold our rights, not for law enforcement, but they call themselves law enforcement today. So this is what I'm trying to teach you right now. You have got to have the trifold in your car so that when the cop walks up to you, you can immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then when your door is locked and your windows are up and there is no probable cause, there is no reasonable articulable suspicion, then you can tell that jackboot thug pig to go pound sand. But if they can reach in your car and grab you, they most certainly will. They most certainly will. So now, do we understand the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio goes into Williams versus Adams? Now let's watch a couple more minutes of this and I'll give you some commentary in the background.
Done anything. You have not.
Just relax. I just want to make sure you don't have any weapons because you started covering this, okay?
That's fine, but
settle down. If it's just weed, I don't care.
I feel threatened right now.
I feel threatened.
Why are you holding me like this? I've been sitting in my car.
Okay.
This is
I'm trying to figure out
you
what
are violating my rights right now.
Sir, calm down.
We established that the Supreme Court created a caveat that they can open your door and grab you or reach through your window and grab you using Terry versus Ohio only if someone calls on you. All they have to do is call 911 and say, I think there's someone over there that they have chemicals and they probably have a weapon. And then the police can accost you. That's insane.
Hold on to your knife here.
I was meditated. Now I feel very threatened.
Okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you're not having any weapons. All right. For my safety, I saw a bullet.
It's in my car.
For my safety.
I want my weapon back so I can put it away.
So I will give it to you.
Go back to sleep.
All right. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. I did not need you guys, but I appreciate
All right. Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you. And when I
don't tell cops that you appreciate them as they're violating your rights and violating the Constitution. I don't appreciate them. I don't respect them. I don't like them. We need to defund and abolish law enforcers and bring in rights protectors who uphold our rights.
See a big bulge in your pocket? You start covering it with your hand.
I have a big dick, man. I don't know.
Maybe you do.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, okay? I don't know what's in my pockets. I'm sleeping. I got
How could you not know what's in your pockets? It's your pockets.
Because I've been working all day. Because that's what we do. We slave every day of our lives.
Well, listen, Shane, I want to go home at the end of the night. So I don't know. I don't know what's in your pocket. And when you start covering up with your hand, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want you to have a good day too.
Can I ask you guys something after this intercourse, or whatever you want to call this?
We're not having intercourse.
You know what I mean. I'm lack of words here. I got a question.
Sure, what's up?
We're installing these smart meters down in Petoskey.
He's at a lack of words here. Of course he is. He has a jackboot thug pig standing in front of him. That's why you have the 5A cop card. This is what you follow using your camera. You follow every single step of 1 through 6 on your 5A cop card. The cop's at his window, so he has sighted him. He has seen him. You pull your camera out and you say, I invoke my First Amendment right. The First Amendment, upheld by the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver, upholds your first A. It's your right to film police. So that's right off the bat. You're showing him, you can even put this card in his hand if you know the card backwards and forward, as you should. Cop approaches and alleges infraction or questions you. That's just what happened to Shane. While filming, you give the cop all required legal documents if he's pulled you over. In this case, he has not. And then you state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment is unequivocal and cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. If the cop asks you to exit the vehicle, lock the doors, show the card, or state, I do not consent to search or seizures. The 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mim, cop must believe you're armed and presently dangerous. So this 5A cop card is so that you don't trip over your words and say intercourse. And I'm not bashing Shane. Each and every one of us is susceptible to our words being stumbled. Even now, as I sit here and talk with hundreds of you at one time, there's over 400 people here right now. So of course I could, I'm no human being. I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. I'm not God. So when the cop comes up to you, this is the reason why I created the literature on a pamphlet that goes in your trifold or on a 5A cop card that goes in your wallet. And then there's 4 through 6 on the back. Cop asked to search. While filming, you can give consent and revoke consent by stating, I revoke consent. And that's based on your Fourth Amendment in the 1991 case of Florida versus Gemino. You have the right to revoke consent. That's the Supreme Court case. Williams versus United States 2018 is the Third Circuit. Number 5, cop says he smells chemicals. This case law only applies to states that sell medicinal or recreational chemicals. Filming, show the card or state, smell is not probable cause. The 2021 case of Commonwealth versus Barr that says smell is not probable cause. Number 6, cop says he's calling in a canine. While filming, you show the card or state, extending the stop violates my rights. 2015, Rodriguez versus United States, cop cannot extend the stop to call in a canine without reasonable articulable suspicion. This is gold. This is gold. I mean, this bad chicken right here took months for me to put together, and this is absolute gold. And because I know that all of us have to deal with these jackboot thug pigs, I created a driver and a non-driver card. I can't find the non-driver card. It's here somewhere. I'll find it in 1 second. So listen, get this and put this in your wallet. Put it in your wallet. If you can't afford it, one will be provided for you. I don't know what else I can do besides that. I will give you one. If you will go down, print it out, laminate it, and put it in your wallet. It's the exact same size as your ID. Here's the non-driver card. It's the exact same thing as the driver card, but this one you got for free or you bought from me for $10. You laminated it and you put it in your wallet. This is the absolute best Christmas present you can get for anybody who hates cops as much as I do, who has no respect for these jackboot thug pigs as much as I do. I do not respect law enforcers. That's not your role. That's the opposite of what the social contract stated, written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau, that our country is based on the social contract that is written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. If you've never read the social contract, it's about this big of a book. It's about that big. It literally takes you 2 or 3 days if you just kind of read it a couple hours a day. This is how big the social contract is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Why don't you read it? That's what our country is supposed to be based on, is that book that Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's go back to it.
This soon by June, right?
I don't know what they're doing, man. What type of meter? Are you talking like parking meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just curious if I could get more information on it.
Oh, if you look on City Hall website, they will. What's your name? Is it Shane?
Got you, Daniel.
What's your date of
Thanks,
birth,
man.
bud? Okay.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Anything in the car I need to be concerned about?
No.
Okay. Nothing else? You just got weed in the front pocket? I don't really care. It's legal.
He's trying to get him to admit to something.
Do you feel like you're doing the right thing right now?
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man, so I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that
Yeah.
mean
Did you already said, do you feel like you're doing the right thing? And listen to his answer.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man.
Somebody called on you, so it's my job to harass you, molest you, attack you, assault you, take away your weapons, harass you, ask you where the weed is, continue to press you to try to find a reason to arrest you. Somebody called, so I feel totally justified in what I'm doing.
So I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that mean you get the makes?
Yes, Shane. Yes, that's what that means.
Well, somebody called on.
Somebody called on you,
man. So I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that mean you get the makes?
Yes. That's all it takes is one phone call, and you get to ruin somebody else's life. You get to ruin somebody else's day. That's right. That's right. That's exactly correct.
Sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search me, and you well, does it matter what's on me?
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me. Well,
when you have
you violated my rights just now.
When you had a big,
I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
When you have a big bulge in your pocket.
Now you're man.
Oh, when you have
I get concerned.
Okay, be concerned somewhere else, man.
Did you hear the justification? How many of you guys have anything in your pockets all day? I have 2 cell phones that I carry. What if I put both in my front pocket? Then my 2 cell phones gives the cops the right to grab me because there's a bulge in the name of officer safety. They just get to grab me for officer safety. What are the 3 tenets of Terry? Officer safety is over your rights, detainment, and this magical, reasonable, articulable suspicion bullshit.
Shit.
You don't live here, sleeping in the street.
No, it's none of your business. You go do something. You know it isn't. No, it isn't. Yeah, because if someone's homeless, they come back from Vietnam. They're a problem, right? Because they're broke. They got no.
Shane, work with me.
Can
we give you some resources? Maybe you can go
shut my door. Let me get my stuff back.
I'll give you your knife.
I'll give you your knife. Go back in your cars and you go help somebody that needs it.
Do you need any resources? Housing or anything?
Eat my shorts.
I don't need your help. I didn't call you. You
did. Somebody called.
Right. You go talk with somebody then. Not me.
I'm good. We're talking to you.
Do you want me to go inside? Is it illegal for me to be in my fucking car and sleep with my fucking head out the window?
Shane.
How serious do you? I'm not violent. I'm not violent.
Well,
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm angry. You should see why I'm upset.
Shane.
For no reason. You woke me up. I got 3 hours of sleep.
I know, but I saw the clip of this knife there. It looks like initially you were under the influence of something, so I'm going to take your knife away from you.
You're going to take my knife away from me because you think I'm under the influence of something? Eat my shorts, you jackboot thug pig. You are such a pig, dude. So Daniel, Brian, Derek, and Dana, check your email. I just emailed you everything that I sell for free. Everything. Check your email. You are going to love it. I sent you this card you can print out. I think that Brian may have ordered one of these. But Brian, I also sent you in your email this trifold. You can print it out if you want to. You know, you four, Daniel, Brian, Derek, and Dana, let me know if you got everything for free in your email. The stuff I send is dope. Dope. You have no idea. Thank you guys for purchasing something from me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. It means so much to me. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going down the line.
You're not going to hurt me,
well,
okay?
Take your gun away.
Something.
I got angry. You should see why I'm upset.
Shane.
For no reason. You woke me up. I got
Shane,
3 hours of sleep.
I know, but I saw the clip of this knife there. It looks like initially you were under the influence of something, so I'm going to take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me, okay?
Well, take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while
Shane,
you're at it.
Just calm down.
Shane is so spot on, isn't he? Why do you get to walk up and say I do have a gun or a knife on me? I'm not shooting anybody. I'm sitting in my car. Obviously, anybody can walk up and open my door and attack me. That's why I have a knife or a gun on me, to protect myself. You just proved the reason why I need to have that knife or gun on me.
It's the Constitution, right?
Shane, take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me.
Make sure you're not going to hurt me. Why is he allowed to disarm you even though there's no reasonable articulable suspicion or no probable cause? The probable cause standard is the big one. Reasonable articulable suspicion is made up garbage in the name of racism. However, we still use it. Everybody still says reasonable articulable suspicion. Every time you hear someone say reasonable articulable suspicion, let them know RAS is a construct of institutional racism at the Supreme Court. Fact.
Okay, take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while
Shane,
you're at it.
Just calm down.
It's the Constitution, right?
Shane,
what do you represent?
Shane, just calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
All right. If you don't need any help,
I don't.
We'll leave you alone. Okay. Sorry we woke you up.
Yeah. Okay, then go now.
We kind of have an obligation to come check on you.
You do not.
I can tell.
You do not. You have no obligation to come and check on me. I'm sitting on the side of a road in a car. Leave me alone, dude. We live in such a total police state. It's unbelievable.
I'm that.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
Hey, well, I do know.
Okay, so now listen to this cop lie. I want you to hear what he says. You can barely hear it, but listen.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here.
Okay, so if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting on this road. That's a lie. Yes, you can.
Well, I do know.
So you need to find a better place. You're wrong and you're lying, you pig.
Find something better to do with your time instead of,
I agree. Find something better to do with your time. We're paying you to uphold rights.
Are just wanting something to do right now.
Yes.
Yeah, really. You're so important that you got to pick on some kid in a car that's broke and got nowhere to go.
How are you
picking on me because you got 2 cameras on here thinking you're like big tough guys, thinking you're gonna go somewhere in life when you're picking on me, when checking on me. What is this, Gestapo?
Yes, it is, Shane.
And I saw the clip poking out, and then I saw another bulge. So I wanted to make sure that you were.
I saw the clip and I saw a bulge. It was tiny. Do you remember when he grabbed that little pocket knife out of when he was grabbing it? It was this big. He was grabbing it like this, as though it was just like, what are we talking about here? He had his fingers on the knife in his pocket like it was this. What the hell?
Are you guys thinking you're gonna go somewhere in life when you're picking on me, when checking on me? What is this, Gestapo?
Shane, I saw the clip poking out, and then I saw another bulge, so I wanted to make sure that you were armed.
Are you guys acting like, man, this is crazy?
Well, Shane, I'm like I said,
no freedom no more. You guys are representing.
You got freedom,
right?
No, there is no freedom anymore. You can't even. The other lying jackboot thug pig said he couldn't sleep there. If he doesn't know someone there, he has to leave, and that's a lie. You can park anywhere you want on a public road, anytime you want. Fall back in your seat and go to sleep. That's what freedom means, the right to travel.
You're not under arrest.
Well, no, it feels like it. I feel detained. I feel threatened.
How do you feel detained?
You have my knife.
Do you want to leave?
You took my weapons.
I'll give you your knife. I already told you. We'll give you your knife back.
I would like.
I will, but I want you to. I want you to. Okay. Are you going to hang out here? Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
So okay, I want to show you something real quick here. There's a pig in between the door and the hood. You see the pig right there. Obviously, the pig who has the body cam going, you're not going to see him on camera, but you see the other pig partner right there. Okay. So this took 6 minutes later. Shane, can you send me the whole video? Shane, can you please send me the whole video? I want to see everything. I don't want any cuts except for your date of birth. I want to see everything else.
Sure. All right. Okay. I'll set it right here. All right.
Look how small this pocket knife is. It's like a 2-inch or 3-inch blade. Look at this. And the cop is so scared with a man standing over Shane with exact pole position to blow his brains out if he starts stabbing. But look how officer safety and the mantra that these jackboot thug pigs learn at their academy has actually gone. Look how far it's gone. It's a 2-inch or 3-inch pocket knife. And instead of putting the pocket knife back in his hand, watch.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll set it.
Look how big that knife is. It's so small. He fits it between his middle finger and his index finger. Look at how small that knife is. And look at that. That's like an X-Acto knife. That's unbelievable. And this jackboot thug pig is so scared, he has to stick it in the back seat. We have a real problem with the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio, putting officer safety over every single right we have and over common sense. Take a look again. Let me just show you, folks.
I will, but I want you to. Okay. Are you going to hang out here?
I want to shut my door and go back to sleep. No more problems.
Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
And then 6 minutes later.
All right. I'll set it right here. All right.
Oh my God.
You
what
see?
A coward.
Sitting right there on your face.
What a coward. Other officer continues to escalate by threatening me instead of de-escalating and making me feel safe. Yeah, he's telling him he has to leave, and he doesn't. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
Similar, this is the way it's going to be.
All right.
Listen carefully.
You see? Sitting right there on your face.
Similar, this is the way it's going to be.
This is the way it's going to be, he said. If we see you somewhere else, this is how it's going to be. Is that what he says? Can someone get the words and transcribe them for me? Because this headset sucks.
You see? Sitting right there on your face.
Similar, this is the way it's going to be.
Something similar, this is how it's going to be. Can anybody transcribe that for me and stick it in there? Yeah, I take Cash App too. I saw someone ask me if I take Cash App. I do. One of the moderators can give you my Cash App, and then make sure you email me your address. Let me see if anybody else, I sent off anything else for free for anybody else. The last one I have in here, I've got Shanta. Shanta, I'm going to email you right now. And Ashton, I'm sending you everything I sell for free right this second. Shanta and Ashton. Now, a lot of people don't understand how many years it took me to make this poster. These are all the Supreme Court cases in the small white writing up here on the top. You can barely see the cases just with this setup right here. But these are all the Supreme Court cases that, not all of them, but a portion of them that create a tyrannical, institutional, racist government. And listen, I'm a conservative. My gun's right here. Build the wall. Like, I'm pretty conservative. The laws created in our country were created for blacks. And all these Supreme Court cases, the majority of these cases up here were created for black people. And then along this black bar right here is every single U.S. president, going from George Washington all the way down to Joe Biden, and which party they were, which years they were in office, the whole thing. So you're going to learn a lot. And then this is the lynching graph right down here. And then this is the prison chart right down here. You can't see it, but the prison chart goes all the way along the bottom. And then along the top, so we're talking right now about the Warren Burger Court. So the Warren Burger Court is going to be right about there. There's the Burger Court right there. And that Burger Court is going to be from 1969 until 1986. The Warren Burger Court. So if you leave this as a PDF, then you can look at this on your laptop, scroll in and look at everything on here, including the civil rights activists who fought and died for our rights all through the 60s here. And if you can name all these people, I can give you a biography on each and every person that's listed on my poster. Maybe one day I'll do that. Can you see right here? Terry versus Ohio passes in 1968. And then what happens to the prison industry? 1968 right here, the prison industry does what? Skyrockets. It goes up like a freaking meteor. When I think about, I gotta keep my blood pressure down. So a little update for y'all. a little update for Team DLZ, people who are with me all the time. There's so many people who are with me week in and week out. And so just so you guys, I want to show you guys this. I'm not going to cry, but I could. That's my blood pressure today. I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. I'm so happy. It was a 195 over 100 earlier this week, just 6 days ago. So I am getting it done. I am actually taking it on. So go to my website right now and order one thing. If you order anything at all, I will send you absolutely everything I sell for free. And so please order just one thing if you can. I fulfill 200, 300 free orders every day. So if you can just get one thing, I really appreciate it, but it's not necessary. I'll still email you everything. I promise you.
You walked up on me, buddy. So, I mean, we can.
I'll set it right here.
There's the little tiny puny, like that's almost like a 6-year-old boy's weapon.
All right. You see? Sitting right there on there.
This is where it's going to be.
If we see you somewhere similar, this is how it's going to be. That's what he said. I finally heard the words.
You see? Sitting right there on there.
This is where it's going to be.
So they're going to target him now. They now know he has a white Jeep, that he's sleeping in his Jeep. He's working constantly. He's installing meters to make a living. And that jackboot thug pig said they're going to harass him.
You walked up on me, buddy. So, I mean, we can.
Well,
He said, this is how it's going to be. So then he said, you walked up on me. I was just sitting here. But this is how the cops are telling him they're going to harass him. Shane, if those pigs harass you further, you give me a call, bud.
We have Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're.
No, you don't. We want to be left alone unless there's probable cause.
Breathing, okay?
So why do we care about it?
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not-
What? I can't hear him.
Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're breathing, okay?
So why do we care about it?
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not-
What? We care about you giving us the same respect we give you? You jack. Okay, I'm not going to get. Okay. I'm still going to add commentary here. I'm just going to keep myself in check. Okay. I'm going to keep myself nice and calm. Team DLZ.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not giving.
You woke me up.
And you're not giving us any respect. Okay. Put it in the comment section. It's rolling through there right now. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Put it in the comment section. Hashtag JBTP. These guys are absolute Jackboot Thug Pigs. We care. What did he say? We care about. Why are you here? Listen to the question and listen to the answer. What we care about is that you give us respect. The same respect that we give you. Oh, is that what you want? If you want the same respect we give you, then I'm going to get out of this car. You're going to take off that gun belt and drop that badge. And now I'm going to show you how much respect you give to me. And I'll bet you can't stop me because I'm an alpha male. I can take you and throw you on the ground in 2 seconds flat. You're not an alpha male. You're not a badass. You're a beta male order follower. So if you want the same respect that you give to me, you're going to first have to drop that badge and gun. And then we're going to enter into a real man's conversation. I'm going to grab you and start patting you down. I'm going to tell you that you have to be disarmed. I'm going to check your pockets and take your itty bitty weeny pocket knife off of you. And then I'm going to detain you in the name of officer safety. In the name of my safety, because I'm not a pig. This kind of stuff, when I hear the cops demanding respect from us, when all they do is harass us and they're road pirates and they steal our money, their goal is to pull us over, impound our car, take us to a dungeon, and steal our money. And then they say, we want the same respect that we give to you. Oh, you want the same respect we give to you? Well, in that case, let me step out of the car. I got to learn to laugh this stuff off. Because I take this stuff really seriously. I mean, I wish I could take a blood pressure reading right now, but I take this stuff really personal because just so you know, until I became a constitutional law scholar and I studied the laws so inside and out, I didn't know anything. I was ignorant to my rights, you know, and a lot of the people, when I first came on the scene, everybody, just so you know, across the internet, across all of YouTube, everybody made fun of me. Oh, get Chili's trifold. Chili's got his trifold. Everybody take a look. Chili's got his trifold. Look at Chili's trifold. Take a look at Chili's trifold. And now people want to copy my ideas. Because the most powerful right you have right now in the United States of America used to be the Fourth Amendment. And now it's the Fifth. But the only way that the Fifth Amendment is powerful is, number one, if you say, Fifth Amendment, I invoke my right to be silent. You read the entire top portion when that jackboot thug pig comes up. And that's backed up by what? My camera. My camera. All right, I'm going to send off a bunch of free stuff right now. If you guys contacted me, I'm going to go through the free list right now. If you guys can purchase one thing, I appreciate it. But I'm going to go through the free list right now, and I'm going to fill a bunch of orders for people who requested free stuff from me, because you have to have this. You have to have this. I mean, I'll give it to you for free. I don't know how you afford your phone bill, but you have to have your phone too. These two things have to go hand in hand. This is how I do it. This is my Ninja Warrior trick. This is my Ninja Warrior trick that I'm passing off to you and willing to give you for nothing. So you got to listen. You got to listen. You got to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're dead.
You open my door for
Love you too, buddy.
Invaded my space.
We have it
about the money.
sitting right there on there.
So back to where he gives away his little weenie pocket knife. And now listen to this other pig threatening him.
This is where it's going to be.
You walked up on me, buddy. So I mean, we can.
Well, Shane, we have it. Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're breathing. Okay.
Liar.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you.
He cares about getting respect.
You woke me up. You opened my door forcefully. You invaded my space.
You tried to make sure
you tried to make sure I'm okay.
This isn't going anywhere.
Shane.
You know I'm right.
Goodbye, Shane. All right. If you need us, call us. All right.
What?
Wow, dude, I don't get you.
All right. Goodbye, Shane.
He never
Good luck
needed
to
you. Pig. Pig. Frickin' pig. Shanta, 1 second. Send that to you now. Thanks. Appreciate you. This is the other pig's body camera. And watch what he's doing. I found this super interesting, how he's stalking Shane. Stalking him and saying, we want respect. Then he grabbed him. See him grab his wrist like that? Wow. Just a total invasion. Ashton, check your email, bro. Everything's coming in email right now for free. Thanks for ordering something, buddy. I appreciate you. We don't stop. We don't stop.
In my car, this is my area. You are violating my rights right now.
Calm down.
I was in peace. I was sleeping. I was meditating. Now I feel very
okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you don't have any weapons. All right?
Just got it, Chris. Just got it, man. Let me send this to you right now, Chris. Thanks, dude. I'm sending it to you right now. Celeste, I got you.
All right. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. I did not need
right on, Celeste.
Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you. And when I see a big bulge,
all you have to do is call. It only requires a phone call. You get to ruin someone's life.
I'm just saying. I don't know, okay? I don't know what's in my pocket. I'm sleeping. I got
right on, Mr. Hinton. Thank you so much for coming, brother.
That's what we do. We slave every day of our lives, okay?
Check your email. I'm sending off free stuff. Check your email.
when you start covering up,
I want you guys to have a good day. I don't want
Mr. Brewer.
Give your ID.
This is great because you get to hear the audio better on this one of him demanding respect.
I got a question.
Sure, what's up?
We're installing a smart meter.
Geraldine, you're welcome, Geraldine. Thank you so much.
I don't know what.
Oh, Geraldine, you got the 5A cop card. Right on.
Are you talking like parking meters?
I'm going to email you the trifold, Geraldine, so you have it in your inbox. Send that PDF to all your friends and family. Send the PDF to all your friends and family.
Anything in the car I need to be concerned about?
No.
Okay. Nothing else? You just got weed in the front pocket? I don't really care. It's legal.
Yes, you do care. You're trying to get me with a crime, bro. Don't lie, jackboot thug pig.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man.
So I could call
Who cares?
Does that mean you get to make? I was sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search
Exactly.
me. Why does it matter what's on me?
started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me, man. You violated my rights just now.
When you had a big,
I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
But he didn't.
No, both of you.
Not according to Supreme Court policy.
I get concerned.
You be concerned somewhere else, man. I ain't doing shit.
You don't live here and you're sleeping in the street?
Milton, check your email.
Man, it's none of your business.
You can't sleep. You can't sleep in the street.
No, it isn't.
You can't sleep in the street.
Yes.
He wasn't asleep in the street, you jackboot thug pig. He was pulled over on the side of the road, sleeping on a public street, and yes, he can. That's a bald-faced lie, you pig.
You know, if someone's homeless, they come back from Vietnam. They're a problem, right?
I got you, Milton.
We're not yelling. Why are you?
Yeah,
Can we give you some resources?
yeah, let me shut my door. Let me get my stuff back that you're stealing from me, and you go back in your cars and you go help somebody that needs it. You know,
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
I don't need your help.
Who lives here?
I didn't call
Who lives
you.
here?
I didn't call
John's going through bankruptcy. I mean, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Well, I got you anyway, John. Check your email. I just sent you everything I sell for free, John.
you. They
No,
did.
you did. Somebody.
Right. You go talk with somebody then. Not me. I'm good.
We're talking to you.
Do you want me to go inside? Is it illegal for me to be in my fucking car and sleep with my fucking head out the window?
Hey, Clay, it takes up to 21 days to get my products. You ordered on the 5th, so give me until at least the 26th. I feel a lot of people, you know, so just give me 21 days, Clay, and I'll get back to you. I'm emailing you everything I sell for free right now, Clay, but thanks for your order. I appreciate it, man.
How serious do you, man? I'm not violent. I'm not violent. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just
Why are you getting
angry.
so
You should
upset?
see why I'm upset.
Why?
There's no reason for it.
For no reason. I woke me up. I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I worked all fucking day yesterday. Today, man, I'm tired, man.
So I'm going to take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me.
Well, I better take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while you're at it. You went out. It's the Constitution, right?
I got you, William. Don't worry about it, man.
What do you represent?
Just calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
All right. If you don't need any help,
I don't.
we'll leave you alone. Sorry, we woke you up.
Yeah.
But we kind of have an obligation.
Ted, check your email, bro. You bet I got you.
You can ask my mom that.
Who lives here that you know?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
Okay.
So you're gonna find a better place to sit and sleep.
Find something better.
Okay, so let me jump in right here real quick, okay, because I don't want you guys to listen to this pig. I'm sending off free stuff right now. So if you ordered anything, I'm sending you stuff in email right this second. But I want to jump in here. That's not true. What he just said is a lie. I'm gonna play it back one more time so you can hear it, and I want to help you guys out.
Who lives here that you know?
Who lives here that you know? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If you really want it, you say, can you give me the code, statute, or ordinance that would make it illegal for me to sleep in my car on a public road? He's lying. He's lying. And this is in 2019, or I would be calling these pigs. Shane, if you want to reach out to me and tell me this pig's name, I'll call him.
So you're gonna find a better place to sit and sleep.
No, he doesn't have to find a better place to sit and sleep. No, he does not. That's an absolute lie.
Find something better to do with your time instead of, you guys are just wanting something to do right now.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Trust
really.
us. We don't want to be out here dealing with you.
It's so important that you got to pick on some kid in a car that's broke and got nowhere to go.
How are we picking on you?
Picking on me.
We came here to make sure
you got
you're okay.
2 cameras on you, thinking you're like
Right.
big tough guys, thinking you're gonna
No,
go
we're
somewhere
not.
in life.
We're
and you're
just
picking
checking on
me.
you.
Checking on me.
You're the one with
What
the
is this,
attitude.
Gestapo?
You're the one with the attitude causing the problem.
Is this fascism?
You're the one with the attitude for us walking up, opening your door, and grabbing you as you were peacefully asleep on the side of the road. And you're the one with the attitude? And isn't it ironic that this was shot on 4/20/2019?
So I wanted to make sure that you
Are you guys acting like, man, this is crazy?
It is crazy, Shane.
There's no freedom no more.
That's
You
right.
guys are representing freedom, right?
You're not
No.
under arrest.
Well, no, but it feels like it. I feel detained. I feel threatened.
Of course.
You have my
course.
knife.
You want to leave?
You took my weapons.
I'll
And
give you your knife. I already told you.
okay,
you your
well, give it.
knife back.
I would like it. And I would like to shut my door and go back to sleep, please.
Are you,
No.
are you going to
I
hang
don't want
out
no
here?
problems. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, sure.
All right? Set it right here. All right? You see? Sitting right there on there.
It's gonna be a long summer if this is the way it's gonna be.
You walked up on me, buddy. So I mean, we can.
Right.
You know, I know how
We
the
gotta-
court
we
system
can't-
works.
Shane,
You guys
we
don't
ha-
care.
we
It's
have
all
it-
about the money.
Shane, we
They're
have an
pushing
obligation to
people
come
around.
check on you.
We get paid whether we talk to you or not. So why do we care about money?
Hold on a second.
We get paid whether we talk to you or not. So why do we care about money?
Well, let me tell you. The reason why you care about money is because you're ill-equipped to do any other job. The only person who would sign up to be a pig is someone who has no other skill sets. See, I have a multitude of sets. If I wanted to, I could get my teacher certificate and teach. If I want to, I can be a producer. If I want, I can be a writer. If I want, I can do concrete work. If I want, I can be a supervisor. If I want, I can be an executive in almost any company in America because I've raised millions of dollars for companies throughout my lifetime. I have multiple skill sets. That's why you care about money, Jackboot Thug Pig. That's why. So don't sit here and lie to him and say you don't care about money. The reason you took that job is because it's a decent paying job where all you have to do is follow orders and be willing to put torture cuffs on people. Let me address something real quick. Mr. Hinton, you ordered on November 11th. Please give me up to 21 days. Please give me up to 21 days. Pretty pleased with cherries and sugars on top. And, once in a while, when you send a lot of stuff off, every once in a while, one falls between the cracks, just reach out to me and contact me. I will not miss you. This is all I do. This is it. This is what I do. So I will not miss you. So Mr. Hinton, just give me 21 days. It'll probably come sooner, but give me 21 days if you would. Pretty pleased with sugars and cherries on top.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not giving us any. You're yelling at us.
Yeah, why would I respect you? You're a pig.
Forcefully, you invaded my space.
We tried to make sure you're okay. All right, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, you're being a dick. I got you, Bill.
Shane, I said you can go. You're free to go, man.
I absolutely am.
Okay.
Go. I mean, do I look like a threat? I've been here for a couple days.
Shane, well, you were just yelling at us, and we were being calm and talking. I was trying to have.
You threatened me.
I didn't threaten you.
No.
I never threatened you.
No. You threatened me.
Okay, Shane.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
That's right. He did. Got you, John. Check your email. Why should he be upset? So telling, isn't it? So telling. Sound goes off here for a second, comes back on. Okay, got that one. Cool. So now we're going to watch another video that Shane made. I watched 3 of his videos yesterday. I broke down each one of them. And so I want to share this with you. And this is where they're going to get, let me check the date on this one. Not that one. This one. I think this one is. Okay. So let's check this out.
What are you doing?
Okay, so now this is where if these gentlemen had the 5A cop card in their pocket, they could have dominated these pigs. But they didn't have the non-driver 5A cop card in their pocket. If they had, it would have been a totally different scenario, and I'd be showing you guys something completely different. What's up, Chevy? Taco Cat, Phantom Wolf? What's going on, Playboy? Chris, how are you, dude? Dan Hanlon. What is going on? Kinetic Customs and Racing. How are you? Barbara Button. That's my favorite word. Push. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Still over 400 people here between the different websites. So if you would please, everybody hit the like button. I'm sorry. We're down to 365 now. We're down to 365. So we dropped a little bit, but that's okay. As long as you guys are learning something, as long as you guys are contacting me and getting my trifold, my 5A cop card, even if I'm giving it to you for free, it doesn't matter. As long as we are creating and assembling under our First Amendment right to talk about the Constitution, to talk about our rights, which is what, who said that? Jean-Jacques Rousseau in the Social Contract, that that citizens should sit around and have long-winded conversations about democracy. To be completely transparent, Jean-Jacques Rousseau also said that we should have slaves who serve us. So, the times, things were different back then. Now watch this and watch these cops watch these guys not have the 5A cop card on them, and look how they get dominated.
Take your hands out of your pocket when you talk to me. Right?
Are we being detained?
What?
That.
Are we free to go?
That.
Are we free to go?
No, not at this time. You're going behind
Why?
closed businesses. Turn around for a minute.
Whoa.
Turn around.
For what?
Turn around. Put your hands up against the
For
building.
what?
Wow.
Put your hands up against the building.
Are we doing anything illegal?
Do what I tell you to do now, or you're going right to jail.
Hey, what are we doing wrong?
That's not true either.
I don't think there's a window. I'm not putting my hand on it.
Put your hands right up there against the building.
Wow, he didn't do it right.
Central 3433. You'll be able to, subject to back
He
behind
blew it.
alley. I'll be 320 East Lake Street.
Oh,
Just gonna
okay.
pat you down. Make sure you don't have any weapons or anything on you. Okay? You
Sir, what are we being detained for?
Possibly.
Why is this? Why are we being detained?
One question at a time. Okay?
Okay, I'm asking one question.
Because you're going behind
And you
buildings.
said that's not illegal. That's not enough for you to detain.
If you shut up for a second, I can actually answer a question. Okay? One question at a
Okay,
time.
why are we being detained? It's one question.
Because you are going behind
That's
businesses
not
that.
illegal. So you
If
can't
you're not going to let me answer, I'm not going to answer your question. Okay?
finish. Let him answer.
Wow.
Continue. Can you please answer my question?
No, because you keep interrupting me.
Okay,
Sit
well,
right
I'm not
there.
interrupting you. Please say it. I'm letting you know what you're doing right now is not legal. At the top, sir.
Finally, that's it. Got them all.
Well, you keep going behind buildings.
Okay, that's
that-
not illegal. That's not.
Well, again, you keep interrupting me. Do you want me to answer you, or are you going to keep interrupting
Okay,
me?
continue. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
You keep your hands up there. Okay.
Again, what I'm saying.
Keep your
I want to know
hand
why
up
I'm
there.
being detained first before you search me.
Well, I'm patting you down. You have a bunch of hard objects here. I'm just making sure you don't
Okay,
have any
well, there's
weapons.
nothing
Okay.
wrong. No, there's nothing illegal.
Keep your hands up there, and I'm not going to tell you again. You take them
Wow.
down again, or you're going right to jail for obstruction.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
true.
What am I being detained for, sir?
You keep going behind buildings that are closed. There's alleyways. There's nothing open back there, and you have masks on.
Okay.
I don't have a mask on.
Yeah, but your face is covered.
Okay, that's not illegal, sir. This isn't.
No,
I'm
it's not illegal.
So
It's not
then
illegal.
you cannot detain me.
Yes, I can, because
I'm not doing anything illegal, sir. I know my rights.
I can detain you.
No, you.
There's no reasonable, articulable suspicion. If you can't walk around the world, then you're not free. There's no suspicion here. They're walking around at night. Who cares? No one's called. There's no alarm going off.
Can't, not unless you have done, unless I have done anything illegal.
But when you go behind buildings
That's
that
not
are
illegal,
that
sir.
are closed,
That is not illegal.
no, it's not illegal. I
There's people sleeping behind buildings that are closed every single night in every city in America.
agree.
Again, what
But I have a
saying-
right to stop and
No, you-
detain you and
no, you
investigate
do not.
further.
Again, I'm letting you know that this is illegal.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion.
It's
And
not
you're
illegal.
entitled to your opinion.
It's not illegal. It's Terry versus Ohio, brother. Check your email, everybody.
Again,
Check
this
your
is an
email.
unlawful search. Now we'll be letting the proper authorities know.
Okay.
So you're saying the only thing that you're detaining us for is something that I have
For
not done.
suspicious activity.
That's
when
not
you-
enough to
For suspicious act, remember, reasonable articulable suspicion, you have to have a singular articulable fact of criminality. Walking around with a mask on is not a crime.
detain us, sir.
Well, that's your opinion. When you
No,
go
it's a
behind,
fact.
That's a law.
when you go behind
That's just the
closed,
What did he say? I'm so sorry. I missed this part.
thing that you're detaining us for is something that I have
for
not done.
suspicious activity.
That's
when
not
you-
enough to detain us, sir.
Well, that's your.
That is crazy. Yeah, I sent everything. So just so you guys know, hurry and order one thing. Thank you so much, Alarcia, for buying something. I really appreciate it. I also just filled over 100 orders of people who asked me for something for free. So matter of fact, I didn't just fill them. I gave you everything I sell for free. And it's people like Arlesia who have the $9 that are willing to do it. That makes it so that I can sit there and click and click and click. And over 100 free trifolds just went out. Daryl, send me in your address. Send me your address and do that on the lickety split quick, because I'm trying to get these out. Oh, right on, Dan. Let me check the back end right now. I did 100 free just now. I also filled anybody else's order who bought anything. Let me check and see if your order came through. The last one I had was Mr. Hinton. Mr. Hinton was the last order that I had come through. That was the last one. So you should have it in your Dan, check your email. If you ordered anything in the last 5 or 10 minutes, it should be in your email. I mean, I'm on it. This is what I do. So if you guys would please go to my website right now and listen, I'm telling you now, you can listen or not, but then you're going to be like in December, you're going to go, man, I want to get one of those for my cousin. Takes 2 weeks to get there. If you don't get one of these 5A cop cards, oh, here's the non-driver card right here. See, this is what these guys could have done right here. Soon as the cop came up and they said, we have reasonable articulable suspicion. If they want your ID, you plead the Fifth Amendment and say, I identify as good citizen. This 5A cop card is absolute gold. Daryl, contact me as soon as I get off the live, and I'll look into your order having the wrong address on it.
That's a law.
When you go behind closed businesses,
Not a law.
It is suspicious activity.
Do you suspect of us? Are we suspected of committing a crime?
There's the question.
Are we suspected of committing a crime?
Potential to commit a crime.
That's not enough to detain us.
I know my rights.
Well, you are. You can put your hands down now.
Are we free to go?
You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Why are you detaining us?
I already explained it.
Hold on. Hey,
You're right.
badge number and name, please.
Here, I'll give you a business card.
Badge number and name.
By the way, we're recording.
He already
It's online.
knows.
My card's right there, and the
Okay.
camera's sitting.
That's great.
Could I get your name, please?
There you go. Yeah, it's Officer Fritz.
Okay. Could I get your name, please?
Stringer.
Stringer. Could I get your first and last name, please, or your badge number? Zach Stringer.
Just horrible. We're not free in America anymore. It's just horrible. It really is just a total police state here in the United States.
Okay.
What's yours?
I just gave him my business card. Everything.
Yeah,
thank you. Okay.
KT, have them go. Oh yeah, Daryl. I'll look you up, Daryl. I'll find you. No, Zach, they can't sue. So Zach asked a good question. So because the Supreme Court created this caveat to our Fourth Amendment that police can detain you, and remember, they can detain you first for officer safety. When can a cop grab you? The moment he sees you. So if I walk outside of my door right now and a cop drives through and he sees me, can he grab me right then and there? Yes. The cops can grab you the moment they see you. How come? The first tenet of Terry versus Ohio, officer safety. If they see me, and I'm 200 pounds now, I'm like 18 pounds down from being on a 6-day fast. So I'm 201 right now. I weighed last night. So at 201 pounds and 5'8", I look like a little fire hydrant. So when I go outside, if the cops pass me and they're afraid of me, they can grab me. Just like that. Cops can grab you when they see you. Did you guys know that? When can police grab you? The moment they see you. So when I hear a lot of YouTubers, I know a lot of YouTubers who will be like, he's going hands-on. He's going hands-on. He went hands-on with me. I've been teaching this for 2 years. The police can grab you the moment they see you in the name of officer safety. The government can grab you in the name of government safety for themselves. So to answer your question, Zach, no, they can't sue. And even if it was a completely illegal detainment, then even if you were detained and if they hurt you with the torture cuffs, even on an egregious illegal detainment, even if you sued, if there wasn't some sort of damages, you're only going to get what's called a declaratory judgment. So you have to know that. You have to know that you're not going to get the judgment that you want. You're not going to get a payday from the cops violating your rights. And then this is where the only time that qualified immunity comes into play is when the cops do violate your rights and then you sue them, then they're going to invoke qualified immunity, and that's ubiquitous across the board. But the only way that they cannot invoke qualified immunity is if you have showed them and told them the rights in which they're violating. You see number 2 there, cop approaches and says, any words to you at all? These are these two gentlemen right here. This is the non-driver 5A cop card. While filming, number 1, invoke my first date. Number 2, cop approaches and says, any words at all? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And how do we go around that qualified immunity? Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. You see? It's called the clearly established prong. The cop has to know what right he's violating and have the knowledge that he's violating your rights as he's doing it. He has to know which right he's violating. You have to invoke the right that you're invoking. You have to verbalize the right that you're invoking. And if you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and your First Amendment right to film cops, and if those cops take your phone out of your hand or they continue to question you, at that point, that goes around their qualified immunity. You can hold the cop personally liable, and then you can go after his badge and go after his peace officer certificate. But you have to say which right he's violating. I'm telling you now, everybody check your email. I think a lot of people, I don't know if half of those people are in here. Yes. There it is. Gofus, I'm sure that means something else. Gofus just said it. Can the trifold stop bullets? Yes, the trifold can stop bullets. You heard it from me first, folks. Put this in your upper pocket. It'll stop all bullets. Got everything. Right on, Jim. Glad you got everything, brother. Love you, man. Much love, Arlesia. Thank you so much. You guys, listen, go to my website right now. Why are you still here? Go to my website right now. Get my trifold in your car.
Wonderful night, you guys.
You have everything.
Yeah, I got everything. Thank you. 446 000848. Eight 000X844. What was the other one? 000848. 844 and 848.
We got what we needed.
I know that was extremely
so eventful.
All right. Cool. Let's get into this one. Okay, so these are guys who get pulled over and they don't have the trifold in their car. They don't have it in their car. There's no trifold. And they get pulled over and they get absolutely...
Yeah, pulled over.
What happens right here? He's filming already. Take a look at what he's doing. He is filming already. Do you see what he's doing, folks? Camera's already rolling. He's already got his camera going. I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for leading properly.
Hello. Hello, sir. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yep.
Boom. That's how it's done, folks. Pig says license, registration, proof of insurance. Give him the license, registration, and proof of insurance. What do I teach you guys to do? I teach you guys to put it on a laminated card. Proof of insurance, your current proof of insurance, your registration, your current registration is already ready to go. I teach you to make a photocopy of... Now, this is Denzel Washington. Obviously, this is a Hollywood Boulevard credit card or Hollywood Boulevard driver's license. I can't show my driver's license on here. You know that. But this is what I teach you to do to be prepared. I want to thank this young gentleman in this car right here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for just doing as you're supposed to do, even though the driver's license thing is a total scam. We shouldn't have to have a driver's license. I don't agree with the driver's license scam. So, all right. That's what you're supposed to do. You.
Hello. Hello, sir. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yep.
Hey, you're stopping is your speed.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
Ooh. No, sir. No. No.
Here's your speed.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Do you know how fast you were going? Do you know you changed lanes? Is this the same address on your driver's license? What color is your car? What's your favorite color? Do you like green eggs and ham? I don't give a damn what the pig says. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have to say the words I taught you guys yesterday. Salinas versus Texas. An unjust, corrupted, appointed Supreme Court made it so you have to state the actual words. This is how you answer those questions. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to be, I hate you, pig, you maggot. F you, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You don't have to do it that way. Try it like this. Officer, you have a job to do with a set of protocols, policies, and procedures. I'm a citizen. I'm going to follow my own set of protocols, policies, and procedures. So at that point, since you asked me a question and you're investigating me, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If you can talk that smoothly when there's a guy standing over you with a gun, if you can actually get your words out.
86.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
86.
Okay.
How's your driving record?
I got one ticket in Petoskey.
Okay.
That's where we're headed right now.
How old is he?
I'm 19, sir.
19.
19?
8?
8.
9.
You have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
No. What? Do you have an ID on you, sir?
May I ask why for, sir?
What's that?
May I ask why for, sir?
He can't even get his words out either because there's a guy standing over him with a gun.
So know who I'm dealing with.
Well, I wasn't doing anything, sir.
What's that?
I wasn't doing anything, though, sir.
No. Dude. Number 4 on your 5A cop card. Cop demands your identification. And there's no reason, there's no reasonable articulable suspicion. You're the passenger in a car, so there's not to be suspicious of you. Cop demands your ID, says he has RAS. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID required. So what's the law on that? Do I have to give him my ID? What's the actual law? It's right there in Navy. Hibble versus Nevada. With reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. You can put this card right in his hand. You can say, you want my ID? Take a look at number 4. This is why I'm not going to give you my ID. Thank you. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Respectfully. Please respect my rights, sir. And now I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. There's nothing more to say. He's going to say something to me in reply. Don't care. I had nothing more to say. Then the cop may say, well, go ahead and step out of the car. Cop asks you to exit the vehicle as the non-driver. Exit the car and state, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not consent to searches or seizures. Maryland versus Wilson, the cop believes that you're armed and dangerous. Remember that. If he's ordering you out of the car, he believes you're armed and dangerous. Everything you need to do is on the 5A cop card. I am a constitutional law scholar. This is all I study. This is all I do. Every case that you need to know is on this 5A cop card. Did you know that you have to get out of the car as the passenger? You do. Not only is it Maryland versus Wilson in 1997, it's also the 2009 case of Arizona versus Johnson, where they upheld that you have to get out of the car if you're the passenger. So it's on there. It's on there. So frustrating to hear him and the other guy say, you know, just give me your ID. No, don't.
On you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can I see it?
May I ask why for, sir?
What's that?
May I ask why for, sir?
To know who I'm dealing with.
Well, I wasn't doing anything, sir.
What's that?
I wasn't doing anything, though, sir. I'm just saying I had nothing to. I didn't do anything.
You're riding in the car. I was just asking to see your ID to see who you are.
I don't need to, sir, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Now I'm curious as to why. Do you have warrants?
No, sir.
Do you have any?
Okay. I showed this video so that I could teach you the whole time. He's curious as to why. If you want to tell him why, go ahead and tell him. I'm invoking and standing on my rights. That's why. If you don't flex your rights, you don't have your rights. That's why. And I can show you right here on my 5A cop card that I don't have to give you ID unless you have probable cause to arrest me. Stand on your rights. Do not ever waver on your rights. You know, when I am forced to involve myself with these jackboot thug pigs, yo, Bass, what's going on, brother? This is the gentleman we covered his video earlier. Is this your video as well? I'm not sure if this is your video as well, Bass. But Bass, if you reach out to me, I'll send you the 5A cop card in the mail for free. Bass. So reach out to me, Bass. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to identify you, and I'll get tons of people pretending they're you, but I'm not sure if that's, you know, anyway. So you can tell the jackboot thug pig, I'm not giving you my ID because it's my right not to.
Anything?
Me too, sir, so I'm not going to.
It was just asking.
So, but now look at the difference. I mean, I'm sorry to stop this so much, but look at the difference, okay?
See your ID to see who you are.
Okay, right. I'm just going to leave it like this so we can follow back and forth together.
I don't need to, sir, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Now I'm curious as to why. Do you have warrants?
No, sir.
Do you have anything that you're trying to hide?
No, I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
I can't hear you. What's that?
I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
Okay.
He thinks that's funny.
What is your name?
I don't have to give you my name, sir.
Do you have any idea why your boy's doing this? No. Where are you coming from?
Ann Arbor.
Oh. Jesus criminy. God bless America and the United States. What the fluck are we even talking about here? Okay. So on your non-driver card, you see what he said? Can I have some ID? He didn't have any literature on him to show the pig. He didn't have anything on him to speak for him. You don't have to use extra words. I literally wrote every single word that you need to say on the 5A cop card. Cop demands my ID. Filming. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No IDs required. Hibble versus Nevada, even with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen only has to state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. That's how you answer. He covered all three of these in the same freaking paragraph. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? He said all three of the things that are on the 5A cop card.
Curious.
May I ask why for?
8? 9.
Is an 8 and 9-year-old kid in the back seat.
You have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have ID on you? I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Can I see it?
Now you have to tell him no, or have to ask him more questions or involve himself further. Once you plead the Fifth Amendment, he can't ask you, can I see it? Once you say, if he says to you, hey, do you have ID on you? 1 second, officer. I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. That's it. That's it right there. No more questioning right there. Cop walks up to you, says any words at all to you. Cop approaches number 2 and says any words at all to you. While filming, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Inform the pig. Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. You lose your qualified immunity for questioning me. Then he can't say to you, well, why aren't you going to give it to me? I just told you I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can't question me anymore. Salinas versus Texas. I do not have to be in court to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. But I must articulate the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I don't answer questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment right. I plead the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. That is pleading your Fifth Amendment right. I don't answer questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment right. There is a vast difference. I taught this yesterday, Salinas versus Texas. Put a 1 in the chat if you were here yesterday. Put a 1 in the chat if you were here yesterday and you saw me teach Salinas versus Texas. Put a 1 in the chat. If you saw yesterday that I taught Salinas versus Texas, did you see it? Anybody see it? I want to make sure everybody saw it. It literally says you have to say the words. And further, that you don't have to be in court to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. You can invoke your Fifth Amendment right anywhere the cops are trying to incriminate you, so you don't have to incriminate yourself. I got to calm down. Wow. I am absolutely not shocked at all. Let me announce the last two winners. Remember I said Ricardo was the last one who had an order in, and then I'm going to give the next two people the 5A cop cards just so I can be as transparent as I can possibly be. Let me show you guys who those two winners are. It's going to be James and Randy. And here are your order numbers, James and Randy. Let me share this with you so you guys know that you got the 5A cop card coming. There it is right there. James and Randy. Sorry about that. It's so small, but that's a screenshot. James and Randy. Last numbers are 538 and 539. I just want to be as transparent as I can when I do giveaways because, you know, people really care about it. They want to make sure if I tell them they're going to get something for free, that they're going to get it for free. All right. That's my time today. How did I do? How did I do? Did I do okay? Oh, someone else ordered something. Let me send you everything I sell for free. Mark, I just got your order. So before I end this live, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free right this second. And don't wait, guys. Don't wait. Don't wait till payday or, you know, you're going to come back and donate later. I super appreciate that. Thank you if you do. But at the same time, it's more important to me that I see you use the trifold when you get pulled over by the Jackboot Thug Pigs because they're going to pull you over. You're going to get pulled over. It's almost 100%. Love you too, man. Thank you so much. Angie, I got your email. Thanks a lot. Laura, I'll take a look at your WeTransfer. I don't have a WeTransfer. Oh, I got to check my other email address, Laura. So this says, does no good on your computer. Make sure you print this stuff out. I'm sending this right now to you. It's going to you, MM McKeever. It's going to you. That's sent right now. You got it. All right, you guys, do me a favor. If I sent you anything for free, make sure you share those with friends and family and show them the channel. If they subscribe to the channel and they like and comment on the channel, I super appreciate that. It really, thank you. But give them the trifold. Give it to them. Give them the PDF. Print it out, though. Just go down to Kinko's and spend the 10 cents or $1 for the color copy and print it out. Get it printed out. Get it printed out. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Chevy! Kevin Gordon, we don't stop, brother. We do not stop. I'm so glad you got one, some guy. I'm so happy you got it, dude. So happy. So happy. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm so grateful. I'm just one man doing the best I can. And I did a good job. You guys see my blood pressure is down to 140. 6 days of the fast today. Today's day 6 of no food, no nothing. Day 6, no alcohol, no chemicals, nothing. 6 days straight. 6 days straight. And what I'm talking about when I say no chemicals is the Mary lady who's got the green. That's what I'm talking about. And so none of those either for 6 days at least that I know of. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. God bless you. God bless the United States. I'll see you guys on the next one.